Howdy! So, like many of us were eagerly watching news about Battlefield 4 and following the E3 footage. I have definitely been extremely excited to see what's going on with Battlefield 4 because I love Battlefield 3 so much, and I'm really afraid that the Battlefield 4 is not going to be as good. But what I've seen so far looks really great. So what we've seen here is the same map over and over, and I believe that's most likely going to be the map that we're going to get to play in the beta. Right now that's pre-alpha, and as you can see, this is the commander mode. The commander mode is something that I'm not really interested in because I never like when people can see everything from above. So basically you get being seen everywhere. So what I heard that's new is definitely like this double scope that you can change by pressing the T on the keyboard. I don't know what it's going to be on the Xbox or PlayStation, but you have a choice between two scopes, and then you can still swim, but they have now sprint swim, and you can also swim underwater. And then they have those little health packs along with bigger health packs. I don't know exactly what the difference is yet, but I haven't heard it. But there is definitely a difference. And what's funny here is like since you can still parachute onto buildings, it's what I've never noticed before. It's like in real life, if you use your parachute once, you can't like use it again. That's always so funny in Battlefield. So basically you could jump from building to building. So as realistic as they want to be, this is not realistic. And then there's this like skyscraper that keeps falling in every match. It's kind of like the Aftermath map where you had an earthquake every time, or certain other maps where certain buildings always get destroyed and others don't. So I think in this map, this skyscraper is the only one capable of actually toppling or falling. And it always falls the same way, and the rubble always looks the same. So that's kind of something that they couldn't change because it has to be programmed. It would be cool if this would look different every time, so people couldn't plan where to hide. But this is maybe something that's possible in 5-10 years from now. But what I've noticed also that the structure on that rubble doesn't seem to be finished quite yet, but that's pre-alpha, so we can't really expect too much. And it looks like the vehicles are pretty much the same. To them it look a little different, but it's like the same vehicles that you can use, and they probably behave the same, and they're the same. Hopefully they can control them just as easy as you could control them in Battlefield 3. It's always frustrating if they completely change the control scheme. I don't think they will. And choppers will still be the threat number one besides the AC-130, which they announced, and you can see also in this footage we had some AC-130s. I don't know if they were called AC-130 anymore because I haven't played that in a long time, in one of the DLCs, and I don't know how you get to the AC-130, what you have to do to get to the AC-130. It could be the same thing that you have to like die on the flag while taking the flag or something like that. And the AC-130 is probably pretty devastating, but it's definitely not like the Call of Duty where it's so annoying that people get it all the time and they rack up kills to get it. So it's always been different, more satisfying, this game, and there's always a way to get away from threats like this if you know how the game works. So this guy does an amazing job in maneuvering this helicopter around this building and inside the building, and that's all by controlling it with a keyboard and a mouse. That's pretty amazing. Some other new things in this game are that you can shoot fire extinguishers to use them to your advantage because you can hide in the cloud, and also car alarms go off, so you have to be careful, or you give your position away to the enemy very easily. The recoil on some of the guns is extremely strong. Nothing new, we've had this in all the previous Battlefields, so I don't think they changed any of the guns because, you know, they've already programmed them all, so why redo everything from scratch? And then there is the spectator mode. That's very good for YouTubers who make interesting videos, and definitely for competitive gaming, so you can really see what's going on from all the angles. So that's as much as I have to say about Battlefield 4 so far. There's for sure going to be much more coming out. I hope you enjoyed this. It's give you some insight if you didn't have the chance to watch the live streaming. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.